Eddie Hearn. How cringe was that? Jesus, I'm getting terrible, aren't I? Anyway, if you can't have a laugh at yourself, it's no good, is it? Right, hello all you hardcores out there, how are you doing? Hello all you haters and trolls, how are you doing? Keep them comments coming. I love a good laugh at all these fake accounts. But as long as you're texting comments about me, you're not knocking your old ladies about, are you? So I'm doing all them birds out there a good service, right? Keeping the prisons empty. Right, straight in, no messing about. V Brook against Amir Khan. What do we think about that? Well, you know my opinion on it, don't you? It's about 3 years past its sell-by date. V Brook is held together by glue. Now, tough kid, could have been a runner bean. Now, what I mean by that is he could have dominated at welterweight for years. Badly advised, he put into 2 fights that he shouldn't have gone in for. Should never have been nowhere near Golovkin. And then coming off that Golovkin defeat, should have been nowhere near Errol Spence. He should have weighed that belt in and had a rest and regrouped. But instead, he went chasing his 3rd pay-per-view. Now he's chasing his 4th pay-per-view against Amir Khan. Now Amir Khan, let's look at Amir Khan. I think Amir's on slide now. I think he's looking to have a pension fight. He's been knocked down, is it 8 times altogether in his professional career? 7, 8 times. He's very, very weak around the whiskers. Kell's very tough around the whiskers, but at 147 pounds he's weak. And his face is slightly damaged now, isn't it? But he's going to tell himself that he's had both his eye sockets or cheekbones, metal plates in and they're tougher than ever, but I ain't buying that. We know what happened when David A came back. They're going to tell us they're stronger, faster, quicker than speeding bullets. They're superhuman. Just like Tyson Fury's telling us. That's what they're going to say. Fighters will do anything. They'll go to bed with a python. If it means pay-per-view. Now Amir's had handfuls and handfuls of pay-per-views. Probably deserved them. He's beat 10 world champions. But V Brook, he's on his 4th pay-per-view now. When he fights Amir in March. Now, that's more pay-per-views than the great Carl Froch. Now, whether that's right or not, I don't know. But yet again, we've got a script selling from the one and only Teflon Don, Eddie Hearn. Because that's what we're calling him now, the Teflon Don. It's not just Eddie no more, or Fast Car Eddie, or Airplugs Eddie, you know, with them stupid airplugs he's got. He's the Teflon Don now, Eddie. What he says goes. It's private jets all the way for Eddie. I'm afraid. So that's just my opinion. I think it's 3 years too late. And what you've got now, you've got them both in a situation now where they're begging for the fight. Kel wants it, Amir wants it, but they should have had it a few years ago. Kel should have had it a few years ago, and Amir, and then they could have gone on to greatness. But they both played their hands, didn't they? Amir wanted the Canelo fight because he knew the Kell Brook fight would always be there, and all you casuals out there who talk utter mongery, all you casuals, gimps, whatever we're gonna call you, from Gimpville Island, Gimpville. Well, all you lot, you're still gonna make it so that it's still there, and it's gonna be 20,000 seats at Manchester Arena, but it could have been quite easily 50,000 seats somewhere else. But it is what it is, isn't it? It's just how boxing's going, isn't it? Yet another pay-per-view. Yet with no world title on the line. I mean, how many more world title fights are we going to see on pay-per-view where there's no world title on the line? Do you know what I mean? I know Bellews were a pay-per-view with a world title fight online, but the other three he had didn't have a world title on online, did they? White Chisora's not got a belt online. White Parker never had one online. White Joshua never had one online, did it? Do you know what I mean? So at least Kell Brook's 3 previous ones all have world title belts online. I don't agree with it, but you can't do this fight without pay-per-view. And maybe both these kids deserve a pay-per-view anyway. I think Kell Brook certainly deserves something from Eddie Hearn after what he's done for him. I mean, come on. He saved Eddie Hearn's neck with that Eubank Golovkin fast, didn't he? And it put him in a weaker position fighting Errol Spence. I think it had an effect on him mentally. Because I think he was in that fight till he got caught on his cheekbone. But then it's easy to say that, innit? Because that's what your opponent's job is to do, innit? Catch your opponent and hurt him. But so I kind of feel for Kell Brook. But I also feel for Amir Khan as well, because I think he's been badly advised for a long time now. But that's boxing, isn't it? It's a sport unlike any other. But it'd be interesting to see what the undercard's like on this one, because both fighters won't want to spend on an undercard, will they? I don't think so anyway. But as regards the fight, I'm going to go for... Ooh, I don't know, it depends. I'm going to make a decision nearer the time. I'll put personal feelings aside and give a proper decision, but at the moment I think it's a close one. I think if Amir gets caught, he's going to go. But I think Amir could also pepper Kell and stay on the outside and just pepper his face. So I don't know, I think a lot of it's going to go on the weight. Is it going to be at 147? I favour Amir Khan at 147. Anything 150 above, you'd have to favour Kell Brook, wouldn't you? Because Amir Khan really a light welterweight, isn't he? Blown up light welter. And Kell's really a light middle, isn't he? He's been a boiled down light middle all his career. Very strong kid, very textbook. Does the basic stuff, very good, very schooled fighter, very schooled. And it'd be interesting to see how Kell Brook goes on week this Saturday in Sheffield. I've heard they're giving a lot of tickets away. I think that's good, giving tickets away up there. I was a guest up there when he fought Senchenko of Eddie Hearn's, me and my kid's mum, and Eddie Hearn gave thousands away to the Help for Heroes, and I think that's good. It'd be interesting to see how many tickets get sold on the night. Kell's not the biggest ticket seller in Sheffield, but I wish him well, and I hope they have a good fight, and I hope they get paid and get out of boxing and home safe to the families. But anyway, it is what it is. So shout out to Justin at Tea Leaf Company and K Official, Paul and Emma. Alright, peace out, keep on trucking, and shout out to Steffi Bull. I know you're watching. How are you doing, Steffi? AKA Little Andrew Bullcroft.